When preparing for an interview, it is important to portray success through your physical appearance. Researchers have studied just how accurate an individual's judgment is when judging a book by its cover. Domenico, Quitisol, and Fournier were interested in whether inferences of the Big Five personality traits based only on physical appearance could predict the academic performance of undergraduates. The Big Five model includes neuroticism, extroversion, openness to experience, and agreeableness. In contrast to the statement that says you can't judge a book by its cover, this article found that appearance-based judgments of an undergraduate student's conscientiousness was positively associated with the individual's grade point average. Observers pick up on physical cues that portray the traits of the target. For example, observers rate individuals dressed formally as having more conscientiousness, which proves to be accurate. This suggests that some traits can be determined solely from physical appearance.
This article suggests that when an individual looks well put together in their physical appearance, they are more than likely succeeding in the other areas of life as well.
In this article, according to Gouveia and the research he conducted, there are 7 different ways that your looks affect your pay. The factors that may contribute to your pay fall under the categories of height, weight, hair color, physique, makeup, one's general attractiveness, and being too pretty. The author goes on to about each of these topics and even provides studies and research that he found to back up his proof. Although it may seem like your physical appearance is everything, this article goes on to tell you that the way you perform in the workplace is also very important.
As mentioned in this article, this chart displays the kind of body type that can result in negative effects, such as being perceived as lazy, unmotivated, and with poor work ethic.
Medell gives the example that women are often judged by their size, appearance, and other demeaning factors, whereas men are not treated the same. The author goes on to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of being too pretty in the workplace. Researchers found that being too pretty in the workplace is a double-edged sword, meaning that if you're too pretty, people may wonder what you had to do to get the position in the first place. On the other hand, if the woman decides not to wear makeup, she might be taken as lazy and not as seriously. This suggests you must be pretty, but not too pretty.
As a woman going into an interview, there is a fine line as to what is considered an adequate amount of makeup.
According to another study by Prano, Stockamer, and Radis, physical appearance was categorized into 2 dimensions identified as perceived attractiveness and perceived competence. Previous research found that respondents can predict an election outcome with 80% accuracy just by looking at images of the candidates. The article concludes that when no information is known about the candidates, voters rely on these dimensions of physical appearance to vote. When the candidates are the same gender, voters utilize attractiveness when choosing who to vote for. As seen in this picture with Senator Bernie Sanders and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, when the candidates are different genders, it is trickier to compare their physical attractiveness, so voters will focus on the perceived competence of the candidates. In another study, according to Rasband, the weight is one which one carries their physical appearance. According to the author of this article, it is a direct result of the way we think, the way we feel, the way one acts or behaves around others, and then finally the way others react or respond. The author concludes to go on to discuss how important it is to establish a positive statement with your physical appearance. To conclude this presentation, it is important to keep in mind the importance of the physical qualities necessary to make a good impression on the employers. People can take away from this project that not only do you have to talk the talk, you must be able to walk the walk. Because one's physical appearance is the first thing a future employer is going to notice, this aspect of a job interview is to be taken seriously. Physical appearance can be a make or break for one's opportunity to receive a job.